there. So this evening I'm going to be looking at, oops, ripped my label. I'm going to be looking at Magnolia Brewing Company's Bluebell Bitter ESB. It's 4.8% alcohol by volume. Oops, sorry, wrong direction. So Magnolia is in San Francisco. Is in Oakland? Is in San Francisco. San Francisco. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm pretty sure that it's on Haight, because I'm pretty sure that I've eaten there before and had some of their beer. An ESB is now known in the BJCP style guideline as a strong bitter, which is interesting because why did they change the name? Anyway, 4.6 to 6.2% alcohol by volume, the strong bitter is still ESB, the brand that made Fuller's ESB, really, really famous. So long history for this style, and it's part of the British beer category. Ordinary bitter, best bitter, and strong bitter now, instead of extra special bitter, because now it's just strong. Alright, so, but of course bitter, it's all relative, because we're kind of used to these hoppy American hops, these piney, kind of resiny, danky American hops, or grapefruity hops, and so this is going to be a different beast entirely, my guess is. But let's check it out. Smell-wise, it has a really great smell. And it smells like meatballs in my house, which is also great. Anyway, nice and refreshing, malty, almost has a sweetness to it, and a nice bitter, almost earthy, I want to say. I'm going to have to smell it a little bit more. So, the light is pretty true from this direction. It's a nice, beautiful, almost amber gold color. And it did pour with a pretty good head. It says that so it should have a pretty, a low to moderate off-white head. Low head is acceptable if carbonation is low. And so we'll circle back on that, hopefully, if I remember. Yeah. Wow, super earthy. Almost like, I almost want to call it mossy. It's kind of bready. Herbal, almost. Really great. Nice, even, mellow profile. And it's called a bitter, and the end is bitter, I suppose, all things being relative. I don't even know. I feel like now the word, the bitter category is strange to me. It's really not bitter. It doesn't give you like that bitter beer face. It's not astringent. It's not piney. It's not grapefruit. It's not citrusy or gym sock-y, like some of these really powerful IPAs can be these days. But not, and it's not an English IPA either. And as a matter of fact, anyway, I don't even know the point I was going to make. It's really evenly flavored, and it's almost not metallic. It almost has a syrupy kind of flavor to it. It's got nice body to it. It is actually pretty low carbonation. It's a little sparkly on the end, but right on the end of the tongue it's a little crisp, but it's not super carbonated. And so everything seems to be very kind of heavy flavor, heavy feel, but it's crisp and it finishes real clean, and that's really enjoyable. It's got this great breadiness, this great maltiness, and this nice kind of crisp, clean finish. Very enjoyable beer. I was a little nervous about getting something whose name had the word bitter in it. It says Bluebell Bitter. It was a good experiment in drinking. So there you have it. There's interesting history in this style I wanted to share with you. So I'm going to read comments first. In England today, ESB is a fuller's trademark. So now we know why they changed it. And no one thinks of it as a generic class of beer. It is a unique but very well-known beer that has a very strong, complex malt profile not found in other examples, often leading judges to overly penalize traditional English strong bitters. In America, ESB has been co-opted to describe a malty, bitter, reddish standard strength for the U.S. British type ale, and is a popular craft beer style. This may cause some judges to think of U.S. brewpub ESBs as representative of this style. Interesting. Malty, bitter, reddish, standard strength. Yeah, alright. So history. See comments in category introduction. Strong bitters can be seen in a higher gravity version of best bitters, although not necessarily more premium, since best bitters are traditionally the brewer's finest product. British pale ales are generally considered a premium export-strength pale, bitter beer that roughly approximates a strong bitter, though reformulated for bottling, including increasing carbonation levels, while modern British pale ale is considered a bottled bitter. Historically, the styles were different. So commercial examples include Bass, Highland Orkney Blast, Samuel Smith's Old Brewery Pale Ale, and Young's Ramrod. I think it's very interesting that Fuller's ESB, and I even had mentioned them earlier, apparently owns the trademark, so that explains why the name has been changed. But very enjoyable beer. And I feel like I would have to try some of the ones that are listed here to compare them to try to determine if this is a British version or an American version, because apparently there is a difference between those two. But anyway, good beer. So Magnolia out of San Francisco, it's on Haight. At least they have a tap room there or a restaurant. Check them out if you haven't already. And if you know about them, let me know if this is a beer that you have tried and see if it's something that you found enjoyable. Let me know what you think below, and thank you so much for watching.